Okay, so today's topic is nutraceuticals. So we'll discuss about the definition and classification of nutraceuticals. Okay, so upon completion of this topic, you will come to know or you will understand the basic concepts of nutraceuticals. What are the market growth and scope of nutraceuticals? Then you will understand which type of herbs are being used as nutraceuticals, and you will study different types of herbs used as health food. Okay, and the contents of the slide include the definition, classification and general aspects of nutraceuticals, then what are the market growth, the scope of nutraceuticals, and I already discussed what are the health benefits and role of nutraceuticals in different types of ailments. Okay, so we'll directly move on to the topic, that is nutraceuticals. So what is nutraceuticals? If we split that word, it comes two words, that is nutrition and pharmaceuticals. So what do you mean by nutrition? Or from where we will get the nutrition? What the food we eat. Okay, so we get the nutrition from the foods we eat in our daily life. So the nutritions have been provided in the form of vitamins, minerals, macronutrients, all those. Okay, and what do you mean by pharmaceutical? What is pharmaceutical? Means a medicine or a drug. So nutraceutical is a combination of nutrition and pharmaceutical. So consider a condition from which the food we eat lacks nutrition, or the food we eat cannot provide sufficient amount of nutrition in our body. So what you will do? You have to take different types of supplements. Okay, supplements, these vitamins are taken, or vitamins and other minerals are taken in the form of supplements. So at that time this pharmaceuticals have the role. So the nutrition is provided in the form of medicine or a different type of formulation to improve our health. So when we combine the two terms nutrition and pharmaceutical, we get the term nutraceuticals. So nutraceutical is nothing but a food or a part of the food that is being provided in order to improve our diet, improve our body. It is not taken as a medicine, it is taken only as a supplement to improve our diet, and we can prevent the cause of different types of ailments. Okay, so if we are considering the definition of nutraceuticals, the term nutraceutical was coined out by a scientist called D. Fellis in the year 1989. Okay, and nutraceutical is a hybrid of nutrition and pharmaceutical. These are a group of products that are more than a food but less than a pharmaceuticals. Now if we are seeing the definition, it is a substance which is regarded as a food or a part of the food which provides medical or health benefits, which helps in prevention and treatment of disease. It will not cure any type of disease, it will only prevent the cause of diseases. Okay, if we take more nutraceuticals or if we take different types of supplements, there is less chance of getting illness. Okay, so if we define the nutraceutical, it is a food or a part of the food. It is not considered as a medicine. Okay, food or a part of the food which provides different types of health benefits in order to prevent and treat diseases. Okay, clear? Now, these are different types of examples of nutraceuticals, that is natural foods, that is what we eat in our daily life. Then antioxidant rich foods, then dietary supplements, different types of dairy products like milk, yogurt, curd, all those. Then citrus fruits. Okay, citrus fruits is rich in vitamin C. Okay, then vitamins, minerals, milks and cereals. All these products are generally consumed without any medical prescription. So you don't need any type of prescription in order to get nutraceuticals. That is another advantage. You can just go to the medical shop and you can directly buy these supplements because they are not considered as a medicine. Okay, so these products are generally consumed without prescription or supervision. They play a vital role in human health and long life. Okay. Now, we call nutraceuticals by different terms or different names. Nutraceuticals can be either called as functional food or health food. Then it can be medical foods. It can be a designer food. Why it is called as a designer food? Because it designs our body against or for improving immunity or against some type of diseases. Okay, then it is phytochemicals. It is rich in different types of chemical constants, so it is called as phytochemicals, or it is called as nutritional supplements, which provides nutrition. Okay. Now we'll see what is the role of nutraceuticals. As I discussed, a healthy diet will contribute by providing nutrients your body needs to repair itself, grow and function well. When your diet does not supply enough of these essential nutrients and vitamins, nutraceutical act as a supplement. That's what I told. If we lack nutrition from the food we eat, then that nutrition should be given to our body in the form of supplements. Our supplements are nutraceuticals. Okay. So nutraceuticals even include everyday food like pre and probiotics, fortified cereals, processed food and beverages. So all these comes under nutraceuticals that you will learn in detail in classification. Okay. Now we'll directly move on to the classification of nutraceuticals. So first classification is nutraceuticals based on food source. That is the food what we eat. From that, what type of nutrition we are getting. Okay. And second classification is nutraceuticals based on the mechanism of action. What is the action of that particular nutraceuticals? And third classification is what that nutraceutical actually contains. That is the chemical nature of nutraceuticals. Okay. So first we'll discuss about nutraceuticals based on food source. The first one is functional. So nutraceuticals based on food source is classified into two categories, that is functional food and dietary supplements. Okay, functional food is again classified into traditional and non-traditional type. So first we'll discuss about functional food. So what do you mean by functional food? And then functional means what? A food that performs any type of function. Okay, so functional foods are any food or food ingredient that provides a health benefit other than its basic nutrition. So every food will provide some or the other nutrition to our body. Other than that nutrition, if that food is providing any health benefit, then that is called as functional food. Clear? So foods under this category include whole food and fortified, enriched or enhanced food that can improve health when consumed regularly as a part of varied diet. So functional food includes whole food. Whole food or the diet which contains every type of nutrition. So if you go to a dietitian or if you go to a nutritionist, what happens? She or he suggests a diet which is full of nutrition. Okay, he will say you don't eat only rice, you include vegetables in your diet, you include dairy products in your diet, then you eat one type of fruit. Okay, so that complete food is called as whole food that provides all type of nutrition. Okay, then what do you mean by fortified or enriched food? A food that has been fortified means we are enhancing the nutrition of that food by adding something into that. Okay, have you heard about iodized salt? Iodized salt means that salt contains iodine. Okay, iodine-rich cereals are there. Iron-rich cereals are there. Okay, then different types of curds are available. Curd, which has been fortified with either vitamins or calcium-rich curd. So all those foods are called as fortified or enhanced food. So fortification is a process in which we are adding an extra nutrition or extra nutrient into that product in order to make it more nutritious. Clear? Milk as such is a nutritional food, but we are adding something into that to increase the nutritional value. So calcium rich milk means that calcium is an extra ingredient or extra nutrition added into the milk. Okay, so that type of foods are called as fortified foods. So fortified foods, functional foods looks like food and is available in the form of pasta, cereals, whole grains, yogurt, snacks, etc. Other than its nutritional value, some other ingredient will be added into that in order to enhance the nutrition. Okay, so that type of foods are called as functional foods. So I told you functional foods are categorized into two types. Which are they? Traditional foods and non-traditional foods. So traditional foods means what? That word itself tells you. Traditional means that has been used as such. We are not doing or we are not modifying that food. Okay, so this category consists of food which does not undergo any manual changes. Foods contain several natural components that deliver benefits beyond the basic nutrition. For example, tomatoes, that is lycopene present in tomato, then omega-3 fatty acid in fish, then saponins from soya. All these are actually present in that food. We are not adding extra nutrition. Traditionally, it has been used like that. Okay, so tomatoes, we all know it is rich in lycopene. So if we take or we eat tomato, we get lycopene. Okay, omega-3 fatty acid is present in fish and fish oil. So that is always present in that. So that type of food is called as traditional food, which has been used as such. Okay, the non-traditional food means, which I told you now itself, that is fortified or enriched food. We are improving the nutrition by adding something into that. Okay, so these are artificial foods prepared by adding bioactive components to enhance the health and well-being. Okay, so examples include fortified nutraceuticals, like different types of juices are available now, which is rich in calcium. Then cereals, which are fortified with iron. Then flour, which is added with folic acid, and beta carotene enriched rice is available. So all these are, rice itself is having a nutritional value. Beyond that, we are enriching that rice with extra nutrition. So that category comes under non-traditional nutraceuticals. Clear? Traditional means as such we are using that food. Non-traditional means we are doing slight modification or slight addition into that food in order to improve its nutrition. Okay, so that is a two category, that is functional food, again divided into traditional and non-traditional. Okay, and what is the second category? It's dietary supplements. Dietary supplements means, dietary supplements are those products that contain concentrated bioactive nutrients from a food source processed into a suitable dosage form. That means the nutrition that food or that particular substance has been converted into a dosage form. Okay, for example, I told you lycopene is present in tomato. Okay, what we are doing, we are extracting that lycopene from tomato, and that lycopene is processed into a dosage form, either into a capsule or tablet or powder or granules or gummies. Okay, in order to enhance the nutrition. So that type of products are called as dietary supplements. Clear? So we are not eating as such, we are converting that particular nutrition or particular factor which enhances the health into different types of dosage form. Okay. So these supplements can contain one or more following amino acids, vitamins, herbs or other botanicals, minerals, important metabolites and certain enzymes. Dietary supplements are available in the form of tablets, capsules, powders, liquids, gummies, energy bar and other suitable forms. Can you give some examples of different types of gummies available now? Different types of advertisements are going on. Like for hair growth, vitamin D rich gummies are there, Body Wise. That is a brand which provides gummies. In a Nutrilite, Nutrilite is a baby food products. That is, they provide powders which are rich in all types of minerals and vitamins. Okay, that has been added to milk and consumed by babies. So all these categories comes under dietary supplements. That is, the vitamins or nutrients required for our growth and development is being converted into a different type of dosage forms. It can be either capsules, tablets, granules, liquids or gummies. Okay. So nutraceuticals which fall under this category of dietary supplements not only supplement the diet but also promote health and prevent diseases. So if we are consuming daily vitamin tablets or vitamin supplements, if a person is deficient in vitamin D, what happens? He has to consume vitamin D supplements. Okay, so it will improve our diet as well as improve our health condition. Okay.